Oh, she's tired today. Yes. Hi, hello guys. Good afternoon. Welcome to Queensville. It's just coming to 23, 24. Welcome to the show. I'm just going to do a bit of editing first before we begin. Yes, everybody's been asking me times and days that I'm doing live, and now it's here. So it'll be on the screen at all times. I just need to change the colour of the screen. I hate it when it's white. Let me just give a colour scene here. Yellow seems better for me. That's better. You see it now. Yep. So yes, it's the first thing I need to say, guys. Is obviously yes, you guys have been wondering where are the times for Queensville now? Well, it's on here all the time now, so they are. So welcome. It's Saturday. It's been a good week this week. It's been a very good week this week. I've had a very good couple of days of chatting to our Queen guys, and Queensville's been really busy, and we've had a lot of people, a lot of work going on, and loads of things happening. And we've been very surprised with everybody who's tuning in. Actually, this Tuesday, we had a phenomenal, great success with the chat guys. Very, very impressed with it actually. So let's hope we can do it again today, because today is going to be something very exciting today, and something kind of not exciting in a way, because I've been apparently the news this week has been pretty weird, and we'll get to that. We'll get to it. So that's all I'm going to say about that. No. Yeah, the Queen's been really busy this week. The film's come along really well, and it's doing pretty good for it as well from it. So before I go into all the Queen stuff, let me tell you about what's happening with myself and my things that have been very, very positive. We've had we've just broke nearly over 40 copies of this now, of this album. We are, got to tell you guys, we've received so many good responses from this. Phenomenal. That goes down to you guys. So a big thank you to everybody who's buying this album. So well impressed. And now, I can tell you, I'll get my camera sorted out first. There we go. Tell you some good news, guys, that has just come to yesterday. You guys are all wondering this. Finally, this comes out October, Halloween night. Yes, it's coming. Halloween night, it's out. Finally get Did Inside Out, Halloween night, and I'm really excited. The project is nearly done, and we're starting to do the recording for that next week. Get back to the chair, so that one, guys. This chair is. I'm seriously thinking this chair's going to break one of these days. Apart from all that being out of the way, I'm going to now tell you guys some other news happening. Mark is now moved up to the northeast. He's here, settled in nicely. Haven't had a chance to go and see him yet because I've been very busy doing other things with the studio and everything else, sorting everything out. Unfortunately, I won't be able to go and see him for quite a while. So, but we are meeting at the end of the month to go for a meal, and we're going to go off for a nice night and everything else. And not long now till this mud goes home. She goes home in 4 weeks' time. Maybe 3 weeks' time, depending on my sister and her situation at the minute, because it looks like everything's just going to be really good. So Devin will be no longer with us for quite a while. Right, before I get to this Queen thing in a minute, let me explain about the YouTube channels. I'm not going to say about mine. Have you all been watching the latest My Virgin Kitchen recent events happening on that? Bloody hell. Well, Barry Lewis uploaded his recent vlog on Monday, and it was taken down because apparently there have been a lot of comments saying that he didn't like the comments. Some of the comments that have been said have been negative, and he's blocked them all because Barry's going through different things now with his personal YouTube channel. And don't get me wrong, he works his arse off so well. My Virgin Kitchen is a brilliant channel, but I really don't like the fact when people just again criticise him again, which they shouldn't be doing, because basically that channel is for him, his family, and he vlogs it and he does it. And I love the way he's now having a break away from the vlogs this time, which is nice, because now he can concentrate on what he wants to do with his own business. So he is still pursuing his dreams that he wants to do for My Virgin Kitchen. And from my point of view, Barry Lewis, you should just carry on and do what you want to do, because basically the channel is great. We love the vlogs. But it's good. The good thing he's going to break away from the vlogs now, because now he needs to concentrate on his business, and the way that My Virgin Kitchen is going to expand and everything's going to be really good. So he's having to break away a little bit now from that. Not to say producing more content for the channel, but obviously he's doing really well. He's doing really well, and he's doing phenomenally very well. So he is very well indeed. I'd like to say a big happy birthday today to Jodie. It's her birthday today. She's 25 today, so hope you have a great night tonight. Sorry I can't be there because I'm pretty much going to have a night in tonight, because I've actually got plans tonight. No, I'm not going to any weddings this week either, because I'm not going to any weddings, by the way. The wedding was okay. The wedding was not bad. The music was a little bit... it was kind of a bit weird, to be honest. But anyway. Right, okay. So, today, we're going to talk about this soundtrack. This Bohemian Rhapsody soundtrack. As you might know from the title card. Yeah. Yeah, this is due to be out next week. This Bohemian Rhapsody soundtrack is a joke. And from my point of view, I am not happy with it. But what I am happy with it is, for the first time ever on CD, they're actually going to bring the Live Aid stuff out on CD. Okay, that's the full set with all the stuff that's complete on that as well. So yeah, that's good for the CD release to come out. If you want to save your money though, download it off YouTube, just rip it off your DVD. So it's just cheap away from it. But you know, anyway. What I am really now, obviously, Mr. Bad Guy subscribed to this channel so many times and stuff as well. He offered to say, do you want a copy of this soundtrack to listen to? And I said no. There's no point, because basically they're replicating a compilation album. The only thing that I'm not happy with, well, there's two concerns I have. There's two concerns. One concern is, are they actually going to re-record stuff with Brian May on the guitars? Are they going to re-record stuff with Roger? And are they going to redo songs that are kind of going to be better for us to hear from Queen's perspective? And are the fans going to re-gel it as well? They're not going to. I don't think they're going to gel it that very much. I can see the youngsters buying it. I can see it cashing in with Universal's marketing credit crap again, as always. The thing about that soundtrack is, it concerns me the fact that, is there going to be actually Freddie on? Are they going to just use the exact same takes as what they've done for the Freddie stuff? And are they going to actually just use it as a Queen montage? Here's my opinion. Here's my opinion. I'm really concerned about. I'm very, very concerned about it because not only is Greatest Hits the best album in the world and it's so amazing, how the hell are they going to recreate this to a new sort of limelight to it? I can just see it being another one of these and just being a flop. Because one thing is, the first thing is, we're not going to get. There's no way. There's no way. I mean, fair enough. He's improvising it on the movie for him to sing it. But are we just going to seriously have a think about it and think, right? We're basically going to make a new Greatest Hits version of it. Are we actually going to re-record these songs? And is Brian and Roger re-recording these parts, or are they going to use the multi-tracks and stuff? Like that story that went around saying apparently the 20th Century Fox has bought the multi-tracks for it. Yeah, I totally understand that, but why is it they're going to mess it up though for us? I mean, it's not going to be the soundtrack. We'll basically think, oh, Rami's going to sing on it. Well, technically, is he? He's not in the movie. He's just basically faking it in the movie. The other thing is, I've seen this other trailer that's come out as well. Brian posted it the other day. I've got a few issues with it because the 70s stuff, it's kind of not as I thought it was. The actors are probably inside it are going to probably play good parts and good roles in it, but that's going to be the best thing about it. The only thing that's grabbed my attention is the fact that now the movie's getting all nearly finished and it's nearly out soon and they've finished all the pre-production stuff. I'm really still skeptical about it. I can see it being probably here. I can't really go, yoo-hoo, it was a success. Because my grasp is, there's loads of Queen fans that subscribe to this channel and they have got their own opinions. James Rundle has got now the soundtrack of it. And my opinion, I don't want to hear it because I want to see it on the movie for myself. I want to see it for real in the movie. And I also want to know, what is Roger and Brian going to do on this soundtrack? Are they going to basically go back in and re-record the parts for this soundtrack, or are they going to just basically just take parts off and then they're going to allow this band to come on and actually do it? That's the concerning part for it. I can see the soundtrack being a success for the younger generation. From my point of view, I'm not very... I'm kind of not really getting the vibe for this soundtrack at all. I feel like we're not getting what we want. Maybe yes, they would have done this for them side of it. Maybe they kind of done it for the film version of it. Have I got a funny feeling that they're using Mark Martel to re-record the vocals for the soundtrack? I think they are. But why they bring it out for is a joke, because I can see probably I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a diehard Queen fan. I've been Queen for many years. There's movies being talked about so all over the globe. I will be cringing at the fact that we're going to be ripped off. We probably will be. Look at Absolute Greats that came out. That was a rip-off as well. Another compilation coming out. So this is kind of brings me to the point. If they're going to bring the soundtrack out, what's going on it? Well, we know for a fact the Live Aid stuff's going on, a complete version of it, which is for the first time ever in good quality, which is bloody good for what to buy. That's all to buy it for. right? They'll not buy it for the compilation. They'll buy it because of the 3 bonus tracks in it. That's all they'll buy it for that. So, my point of view, this movie will probably be either here, there, everywhere, in and up, down. And I'm not really. I'm kind of. I want to go and still see the film, but I'm not digging the soundtrack of it. I really think they're going to mess it up so badly. That's my opinion. So today, I want your opinions, guys, tonight of the soundtrack. I want you guys to know: is it worth it? Why is it? And why the hell they mess it up so badly? It'll be a disaster. That's what it'll be anyway. Anyway, Planet Mixer's here today. Thank God he's here. Hooray! So today, your questions basically are about this Bohemian Rhapsody soundtrack. What are your feelings about that? I want as many questions today, guys, and that's the topic today. Bohemian Rhapsody soundtrack. Hate it, loathe it, or destroy it. Anyway, I'm going to do the first of all. Before we do that, let's get your chats in now. In half an hour, I will get back to the chat room because first of all, I'm going to do some comments on the page, and then we're going to talk about Queen's soundtrack of this Bohemian Rhapsody travesty of a joke, which I don't think I am really happy about it. I'm not happy about it, very honest, I'm not. Because the way that we're just getting ripped off as a joke. And it is. Right. Nicola's been messaging me for a couple of days. She's been saying, this is interesting, she says, I'm back. More messages coming from me. She's been busy. She says, the first one she says, this is the cheapest box set I've ever seen for News of the World. He says, are you sure on the DVD it's definitely 70 minutes long rather than 60 minutes on BBC 4? Oh, I'm pretty sure it said 60 minutes on the description. I see that talented scumbag Gallagher is headlining Glastonbury Festival. I couldn't be bothered about it. God, I loathe that idealistic putz. Even his own brothers want to know him. How dare he even speak about Freddie's name, which less suggests he's better than the great man. And you know what? That's exactly what it was all about. Because he hated it. He hated the guy. Mad. Idiot he is anyway. Crazy. Yeah, I've seen the 40th anniversary of this box set. I already have got the Raw sessions. I've got the download of the 2 discs. I didn't get them, but I didn't bother getting the original CD one because there's no point getting it because I've already got it anyway. Had a comment from Dalton Gershawi. This was about my Iowa video. He says, very nice video. Do you maybe have the service manual for this unit? I did have it, but I don't know where it went. It's gone somewhere. I did have the service manual for it, but unfortunately, I think I lost it while I was moving. But I do have. Yes, it was not about the cassette recorder. I still can't get it out of that Iowa thing. I was actually in there now. It's actually in storage until I get it fixed. But no, I haven't had a chance to get that fixed yet, mate. I will get back to that job soon. I will. I promise I will. And Nicholas says, this Queen bracelet is from a seller in your neck of the woods. Nice chat on Tuesday. Sorry I was going out. Is it? Okay. I've got video connection problems as well for some reason. This bracelet. Oh, that looks really nice. Let's get the screen capture on this. There it is. It's the Queen Freddie Mercury brown multiplayer bracelet. Very nice indeed. Beautiful. $3.99. Sunderland. Wow. Must be from a collectible shop for some reason. That I do like that actually. It would suit me pretty well. It would. It would be pretty good. Not a bad price for that actually. Not bad at all. Not bad at all actually. $3.99. Buy that actually for your birthday. I get it. Nice one. It also says this other one is the Blazing the Black one as well. And she put another comment in saying, and as you were talking about that twat face, yeah, I don't want to know about him. In fact, I'm just going to delete that comment. I don't want to know about that thing. Just the Queen ones, please. Would be nice. we have a. Oh, do you know what? I'm gonna absolutely delete that thing as well. Getting the spam ones again for some reason. Getting spams is a bit weird and strange ones again. Things as well. Anyway, that's all the comments I've had this week. So today's chat, guys, is the Bohemian Rhapsody soundtrack. What's your feelings about it? Because I'm getting a lot of messages in about it. Even Gaming Head, he went crazy. He's going bombarded with it as well. So anyway, Planet Lixer says, "Hi Tez, I'm back. A few clips on the CD soundtrack this week. My thoughts on the soundtrack is very mixed, but I think I like it out the loud. I'd like to hear it out. We're doing all right. The Smile version of it. Well, that'll be a first to get that on there, wouldn't it? The thing about the Smile version is, I don't know if Tim Staffel's been actually thinking about it yet. The thing about the Smile version is it would have to be enhanced really well for it. I have the stereo. I have actually got that on CD. I've got the download of that actually. I'm still mixed about this goddamn soundtrack coming up. It's gonna be a complete greatest hits. It's going to be exactly like this anyway. That's exactly what it's going to be. Just this. Just that. I wonder what this fanfare 25-second clip is. Is also, it's weird to see Somebody I Love as a second starter's track. On here it's track 10. On here. Okay. Bizarre. I don't know. Is it the fact that they're just trying to remix something for this album to come out? I'm not be happy with it at all when it comes out. Did you see the movie clip? You Can Go Higher. Can You Go Higher? Roger Taylor's doing his vocals. I did. That's the one this is the one I've just seen. For Brian posted it. It was alright actually. I wouldn't say it was great. It was alright. But I'm still getting mixed vibes about this film, to be honest. The actor playing John Deacon sounded like him. They just like Roger doesn't have it. Deacon doesn't even. Well, we talked the movie, but he'd probably not say anything in the movie, will he? No, I meant Somebody Loves the second track for the movie soundtrack. Oh, right. Bit bizarre. Somebody Loves. The only thing about it is that that's not what I want to talk about. I meant about the multi-tracks they're using for this, for all they need to do. Why are they bringing out an actual the soundtrack to be Rhapsody is a joke. I wouldn't even bother with it, because if it's going to be a rip-off of just basically Queen just doing it with a new mix on it, or just necessarily Smith just messing all the tracks up. Trash. I can't really see this. I can't really see the soundtrack being good. Maybe some live stuff would have gone on it nicely, but nah. It's just totally rubbish. I would say for the movie side of it, they'll wait to see the movie first. But the soundtrack problem is just a problem I need. The only thing about it is, yes, I am glad they confirmed that the fact of putting on the Live Aid stuff for the first time, which has never been out on CD ever. But that'll be probably the fact. It'll probably just be as it's made for. Because it's marketing from the Universal side of it. They're just bringing it out from their side of it. They want to see how much money they can make from the soundtrack. It will not make any money. It won't. People will get sick of the same releases all the time. We've all had Queen Forever, absolute greatest. The first one ever greatest hits that came out. And I'm getting sick of all these compilations coming out. I'm sick of it. Why can't they just bring out if Let Me In Heart Again comes on that CD, it's a waste of time getting that anyway. No. I really wasn't happy with that Queen Forever album. I actually very lucky. I looked at it last night on Discogs, and I still think it was a waste of time bringing it out. It was useless. Planet Mixer says no. It says, oh, Richard Farrell has joined us. Time's in there now where I am live. Richard Farrell says, all Queen do his greatest hits. Totally agree. That's why I'm bringing up another compilation in this one, and I really don't wish. I wish they'd stop doing this as well. Well, I don't know. I know what they're doing it for because I think in Queen's success in America, and if in America they go crazy for the soundtrack, be as you want to be it. Americans, you do what you want over there. We don't get a voice heard. I'm just worried about the soundtrack now being an absolute joke. Their soundtrack's going to be a mess. Richard says, Planet says, I did love Happy Birthday Freddy movie trailer. That looks so good. It's under a minute, but was shot so well and the edit was good as well. Yes, I saw that. Very good. Richard says, Queen are the new ABBA. They should do live vote release like the Stones. Right, there's something coming up apparently. Now somebody posted something. Where did I read it yesterday? Facebook yesterday had a posting in the O2 Academy in Newcastle. They're doing a Queen versus ABBA karaoke night at the O2 Arena in Newcastle, and I really, really, really don't want to see it. It's supposed to go there and it's giant screens and it's supposed to be ABBA versus Queen, the rivals. It's only because of this movie coming out. That's all I'm doing it for, press promotion. So that'd be a hilarious thing to go for anyway, I suppose. Richard says, Queen are the new ABBA. They should do live vote release like the Stones. Right, do you know what? Richard's got a good point there. I would like to see Hyde Park come out now. It's time Hyde Park came out. I reviewed Hyde Park the last few weeks ago on this channel. And I really wish they would bring it out on audio. They won't bring it out on video. They'll never ever bring it out on visuals. It will never get out on visuals. It will never get out because the fact is that visuals are not going to work for us. But the state of that bloomin' King's concert they brought out, that was a travesty. That was absolute travesty. Terrible. Queries Girl's here. Hello, good to see you again. She says, I hope you celebrated Freddie's birthday well. I did. I listened to the first album actually, and I also was playing some of my favourite Queen songs. Can't wait for the movie coming out. I am happy to see it. I'm still mixed feelings about it at the minute. I don't know. I'm kind of still thinking, is it worth it? Is it not? My genuine reaction is going to have to wait until I see the thing is through. Soundtrack wise, nah, not for me. Not for me. I've been offered. Someone was offering me to download it. I said I refused. So I'm sorry, but I won't be getting it. If it's for the younger generation, fine. For us, nah. Waste time. Richard says, let's get Earl's Court, Hyde Park and Nebworth out there. Right, Nebworth was officially released on bootleg by Wardour Records. Now, I have reviewed it on this channel as well. So you want to go and see that, go and look at the Skype call. I'll tell you which, actually, have I still got those pictures I had? I don't have them. Okay, I'll show you exactly which one I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you guys what was released. Let me just get this up here a minute. Right, this is the one that I really want people to start getting. Is this one? And this is the Hyde Park. This is the Nebworth Park 86. This is the official one that has come out on as a bootleg on Wardour Records, and it's not available for sale anymore on Discogs. They've blocked the release of this, but you can get it on eBay for £20. And this is the double release that came out. And from my point of view, it's the best one you're ever going to get because seriously, it's worth it for the track listing on it, and everything is complete. And the sound quality is absolutely brilliant as well. So basically, yes, buy this one. This one is being released officially, but you'll never get the visual version of it. The VHS, the VHS quality that's on YouTube, I would not even consider buying that one. Because seriously, it's bad. I think the release of it's probably just so bad indeed. The bootleg version of Nebworth was out, and I do have to say it's good for it as well. Earl's Court. I'm not sure about Earl's Court, but Hyde Park has definitely been considered to be out. But there is a bootleg version on Wardour that brought that one out as well. And I'll show you which one it is. It is the the one that just brought out. Actually, it's last year. I think it was. I brought it out. Maybe 2 seconds while I just get it. And it's this one. This is the one. This is the one they've just brought out now. This is the Definitive Hyde Park. This one's just been released by Wardo this year. A complete concert, 1976. This is not for sale on Discogs because at the moment they're blocking bootlegs apparently. This is available for sale on eBay for $17.99, double set edition with DVD as well included, which is really bizarre because they've actually included the Pro Shot video that's never been released on, ever been released officially on DVD yet. But you can buy it on this version now. That's come out on Wardo. So I do recommend that one. That's come out. That's absolutely brilliant. Let's just erase this one now, which is good. I'm going to get back to that in a minute. So that's a few things there. I will quickly say that yes, those ones are the best ones to get. Bootleg ones are good. Bootlegs are good indeed. Plan says, I know we can't talk about Idiot Face. Sorry, Tez. But what kind of a man? He puts his hands on the woman and throttles him, at least with a prank that piss him off. Well, you know, that's it is, isn't it? That's all it is. Let's see. Oh, thanks for the time. Thanks for the time when you're streaming. Now I can come late to talk to you guys. Was requested by somebody actually in the chat room the other day. They said obviously that when you're on, times are there. So time's up there now when you're on. So keep an eye on it, guys. So Tuesdays 10 till 9 and Saturdays 4 till 6 on that as well. Paranoxa says the only thing I'm not liking about the movie is the movie poster. The colouring of the yellow and purple is so damped, and one with Freddy's face is all purple. Looks like a capped image. I have actually got that image here. There it is. I know what you mean. Let me move the quiz out of the way now. See, this is the subcase version they're bringing out of this album now, and it, to me, does not stand out being as what Freddy is there. I mean, look at that. I just think they're replicating something that they want to bring out as Universal's marketing tool. They basically want to bring this out, right? CD release of it, look at it. Rip off of bloody Nebworth, sorry, Wembley. And then they're bringing out that one as well. No way. I'm actually going to copy that and put it on my main camera. So, talk about it, guys. The best one who gets the best chat today will receive something special. So yeah. So the more people we get on this chat today, guys, the better chance you can talk about the soundtrack issue. I don't like the fact that they're ruining the soundtrack. They're just ruining it. Exact same as this. Useless. That's Universal for you. Universal's just absolute arseholes. Idiots here. Kris says, "Oh no." Says the actor who plays Freddy don't look very close to him. Right. That is thingy. That was very disappointed. Right. Okay. I'm going to actually Queensville. No. Right. Let me do something here. Let's get Queen's original thing on here. Right. Greatest hits. Right. Bohemian Rhapsody. Resemblance? Anybody? Someone tell me exactly why they're trying to make it exactly the same. There's just... yeah. It just looks weird. The all the trailers that I've seen about this thing now, it's just been nothing but absolute balmy. It's been pants. Absolute pants has been. Because, my point of view, the actor they've chosen, okay, fair enough, he's a huge Queen fan, he's a diehard Queen fan, but having the resemblance of Freddie to Jagger, it's scary. And Kris Girls just said there, he looks like Mick Jagger. And he does. We've all seen the trailer for it. I was the first person to actually comment on that thing as well from it. But I didn't like the reaction videos, and I didn't even want to watch them. Because it's just taking a piss. It's absolutely ridiculous. Planet says, the movie has been rated PG. What? The movie's been rated PG. I like it for the fact that all family ages can go and see it, the kids, with an adult. Right. So, okay. So, they gave it a, the BBFC gave it a stupid, absolutely useless PG. That's for kids and teenagers that just want to see this film. Why? Why couldn't they just gave it? You know what they should have done? Why can't they just give it a 12? They should have gave it a 12. I mean, a 12 and I mean, I suggest it should have been. No, that didn't work. I suggest it should have been a. This is not working. Oh, you can't. How comes you can't actually take the image? A PG rating for that film is a joke. Seriously, there's nothing to be done with that. So 12, I think it should be a 12 rating. I'll take this now. Thank you. 12. It should have been a 12. Not a PG rating for us. Maybe the DVD release comes out, it should be a 12 because it's got language in there and everything else. But PG for that? Come on, please. That's just completely insane. I mean, I can't see it being this one. Nah. Absolutely pathetic. So Bohemian Rhapsody is given a PG parental guidance. May contain sex scenes or anything else. No, should have been basically a 12. Should be given it a 12. 12 is what it basically should have been. PG, I don't actually agree with that. I disagree with that actually. So the BBFC, they've done it wrong themselves. I really think this is totally useless what they've done. It's pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Let's see. Sacha Baron Cohen would have been a better choice. Sacha Baron Cohen, no way. Nope. All the fights I had about him on air. Waste of time. Waste of time. Well, it's PG-13 in the USA. Well, there you go. So why can't they just give it a 12? Would have been pathetic for us, as it is. Minus. She says, "What do you think? It's the movie just about the career of Queen, or a little bit of Freddie's personal life, the AIDS battle, etc." Well, as you all know, if you remember very, very carefully, that you are getting it from the early stages of Queen to the lead up to Wembley, right? To Live Aid, and then the second part of it goes from Wembley to the end of his career, because there's 2 films being made now. Because the second one's been confirmed, and I think it's called The Show Must Go On. There's a second one's in progress. There is. I think they've been talking about it for a while, actually, doing a follow-up to the film. It continues from that to that one, so hopefully it should work out. But it will be probably just about the actual formation of Queen and how it began. It should have been called actually As It Began. It could have been better, wouldn't it? But you know why they chose the title Bohemian Rhapsody, because of the fact is that it's celebrating also the single and the making of a single and touring and how it actually reached everywhere around the globe. But then again, I still think the soundtrack's a waste of time. Planet says, he says, could be worse. Could be 18, and we could see Freddie's sausage in 5-minute bars. No, that's a bit too far. I won't go as far as that. No. If it was an 18, it would have had to put things in it. No, 15, 12 certificates enough, I think, for a DVD release. I think that would have been better that way. It's what some people thought it might have happened. Nah, because there's no violence, there's no sort of fighting going on. I think for the cinema release, they'll probably cut bits out that will not be on the DVD anyway. It's just mad. It's what some people thought might have happened for the soundtrack. Or I mean for the release of this movie. I still think it should have been 12. But then again, it's a matter of opinion, isn't it? I received my first Queen single today. Did you? Nice one. Which one did you get? Tell me which one it was. Please tell me it was Now I'm Here. Because that's my favourite song of all time. I love that song to bits. What for a soundtrack? I don't know what you want about that one for some reason. Very unusual. But my feelings about this is going to be bad. It's going to be really bad. And they're going to put it on, they're going to just throw it in the bin. They'll say, what a disaster. So, no. I'm not happy. To be honest, I'm really not happy about the soundtrack at all. I really think it's absolutely a joke. Running for over 2 hours and putting the story together, it's just nothing on it. There's going to be a lot of hate. If I tell you what, there's going to be a lot of haters in that theatre. They're all going to go, this is not cutting it fine. This is not cutting it fine. This guy's not as we thought he was. Looks unlike the guy. He wasn't Freddie anyway. And maybe a few laughs here and there, but kind of. It looks to me like a parody movie, to be honest. That's what it feels like. I mean, fair enough, Brian's in the movie and he's on the stage, he's there, he's watching all those things. The CGI's got to come into play and got to double up the actors a bit more. It's useless. Fair enough, they're fair enough, right? They have got the stage presence correct, but no, not happy with it. Not happy with the Live Aid stuff. Brian might be. And if you like it, there you go. My point of view is, wait till the movie comes out and see what you think. I can't really say I'll be happy with it. I'll be mixed feelings about it. And then Rotten Tomatoes will put it on, they'll say the movie was an absolute disaster. In America it'll be great. In the UK it won't be successful. Then you get the stupid people who have to be interviewed. Red carpet. Brian and Roger is actually going to the premiere in London with Ben Elton, Nikki Dobson, Peter Straker. And if you're wanting to know, did I watch that interview with Peter Freestone? I did. And it was very interesting. And in fact, I've got to agree with one of our subscribers said that Peter Freestone was very dishonest about it. And yeah, I think he was right. absolutely right. But his interview was bloody interesting. That interview's still on YouTube, actually. Peter Freestone interview this year. I do have to say, watch it. Well worth it as well. And I really think that this will not sell. Nah. Just a complete rip-off of Billy Greatest Hits. So, where am I now? Okay, right. Well, what's strange is Don't Stop Me Now is the second last song, and The Show Must Go On is the last song. What? On the movie soundtrack. Why are they putting on The Show Must Go On as the last song for the soundtrack? That's wrong for a start. That is wrong. They can't put that on there. They can't. There's no way they can do that because that's actually part for part 2. So technically, no. That's not. Nah. I don't actually have to say that I'm not happy with this now. So you're telling me they're putting for the last track, The Show Must Go On. Why put that on there when it's not? It's nothing to do with this movie. It's got nothing to do with it. So technically, you've ruined a whole soundtrack of songs you put in from willy-nilly, and then you're telling us that these are actually going to be the songs you're using it from the soundtrack. Give me a fucking break, will you? So totally no. That thing should be off the shelves. Get off. Get rid of it. Not happy with it at all. So no, I won't be buying it. If you guys want to go and buy it and you want your own opinion about it, that's fair dues. Piece of shit. I think both will act as an end movie montage like you did in 127 hours. No. I actually disagree with the way that they're marketing this badly. I mean, fair enough, right? We're getting the movie out, and that comes out next month. People are getting tickets out to buy it. What I'm really not happy about it is the soundtrack's a waste of time. The whole movie, I think, is just going to be I'm going to either go up, down, up, down, up, down. I'm kind of going to be half and half. I just don't know what to do. This is Queensville. This is Queensville Live. This is it's going to come up to 4:25. It's live here on afternoon. Today we're talking about the soundtrack of Bohemian Rhapsody. Not really. I'm not really impressed with it, to be honest. I've got bad vibes about it. I just want to quickly say, whoever offered me the soundtrack to this, thank you, but I'm not interested. Got a lot of questions coming in now, guys. Keep them coming in. We will get to these soon. Let's go for Aquarius Girl. I have the Queen Platinum collection. It's great. The Queen Platinum collection is well worth it. Sound quality, first time ever, is brilliant. That's a good set to get, actually, that. Okay, so if you all know my feelings and thoughts about the soundtrack, waste of time. Waste of time. I say younger generation will get it, we generation, nope. No way. Not buying it. Okay, so let's get more questions in. But what are your thoughts and feelings about this, guys, soundtrack wise? But right now, I'm just thinking it's a waste of time buying it. Getting some bad vibes about this bloody soundtrack now. So they're not. So my point of view is they're just basically replicating the two greatest hits albums and basically doing that. What is The Show Must Go On got to do with this soundtrack? Is a joke. What's that got to do with this film? I don't get it. I don't get it. I know I'm not gonna scream my voice off this time. Try and keep yourself calm. Right. Neighbors si Seren o August. Mexican, I think it is. Welcome to Queensville. Thank you for tuning in. Subscribe, like, times, I'm live. Hello everybody, I'm from Mexico. Mexico is a great country. Here in the country, we all agree about the actor. Looks near Mick Jagger's face and Freddy's. It's a shame. Tequila from you from Mexico. Thank you very much. I don't drink tequila, but I wish I could anyway. Thank you very much for your comment. Yes, I do agree. Everybody's not liking the fact that the soundtrack's going to be a disaster and this movie is not going to be good. I'll still go and see it, but I'll give you my honest reaction in like a 2-hour broadcast in the next Queensville I'll do anyway. So please do. I did the math test and the soundtrack is over 80 minutes long. What's your thoughts on a 2-hour movie? Good question. Good question. 2-hour movie. Starting from the small years, going from the Queen years, going from 75, going over Bohemian Rhapsody, going through the 80s stuff, going to when Wembley starts up, probably, yeah, maybe. It would, I suppose 2 hours covering a lot of the story in it as well would work, but they're all just going to really disagree about them and say this actor does not cut it fine. His performance is alright, but it just seems to me like it's just a shamble of rubbish and it's just terrible. Terrible. Query's Girl says she's getting on right form today. This is great stuff as well. This is good. All out again. Yeah. She says, do you know Ashley Ann? She's a YouTuber and she does great Queen and Michael Jackson videos. I think I have heard of her. I think she might be a subscriber actually. I have heard. I've been hearing a lot. I tell you what was a good on Tuesday. What we were really talking about was all these YouTubers. Apparently, one good question we had on Tuesday was about this. It was about this. The rappers for the first time ever hearing Queen music and they're getting into their minds and stuff, and it's really interesting. And what that just comes up now is YouTube videos from people who cover songs from Queen and everything else. Do you know what? For what they want to get into Queen and all that, it's a good thing to do, because if they don't know who Queen are and have never heard the songs, yes, I do hate when people cover songs on YouTube, but if they want to do YouTube and stand up to the music side of it and want to do their own thing about it, let them do it. But be careful when you upload it, because you get copyright for it. You get your channel blocked. But reaction videos, I don't like them. They're not genuine. If you all remember from the first trailer reactions that came from this piece of this thing, and that stupid, that terrible. If you've seen the video, I've seen it, and I absolutely hate it to bits. And that video should be off fucking YouTube for life. I'm going to explain it. So what is, if you've seen the video, right? It starts off and it's all fucking acted out until it is. Apparently, the boyfriend and the girlfriend are sitting with a laptop, right? Opening up and watching they're going, typing it in. I think they're typing it in actually on YouTube, and thinking they're typing it in as saying Queen reaction video to trailer for Bohemian Rhapsody, right? And they're sitting there with a laptop on the shelf. They're sitting on the couch, and I'm watching it, and I'm just it's just taking the piss, because it comes to the end, and all of a sudden they go like a high five, and they say, "I want to see this movie. You want to see this movie? It's so cool." And I thought, you are really not with it. So, and that's why I really disliked it, because I didn't like that video. And in fact, that was the worst one, the lot. So, reaction videos for me, I don't like them, because you're not true to your point. You're not true to what you say. You've got to be true. You've got to Just be as you are. Be natural. Natural in videos. Do it. Don't piss off everybody else. You just take it for a ride. But yeah, people like that is good. Peter Freestone. Peter Freestone. What was Peter Freestone one? Peter Freestone is on his last breath from having a heart attack. He looked bad in that interview. He's a little bit he was a little bit dry in that interview. He should be healthy at the moment. I mean, he's got alright. Fair enough. He's going around various Queen things and stuff, but you know, what is a Peter Freestone? Is he okay? I don't know. It's the kind of thing I want to try and figure out later. We'll see. Hope he's alright. Let's have a look. Keep your chats coming in, guys. Loads more questions, please, today. All about this Queen Bohemian shitty soundtrack coming out. I think most of you guys are convincing me not to buy it now. Let's see. All our gaming here, I have terrible flu. Oh dear, what is it? It's a shame. I started getting it a couple of weeks ago, and Devon was kind of getting into it as well. Being calm today, she is. Let's have a look. He says, "Don't stop me now. The soundtrack movie song is considered a revisited version. Is it? So it must be the version that they with the guitars in it. What is the point of that? I haven't got a clue. Or is he going back in and re-recording it? I can see it being a disaster." Gaming Head says, "Salud." Good. Gaming Head says, "Oh, Gaming, you had to be one, didn't you?" Gaming Head says, "I'm excited for the soundtrack because they're unreleased live songs." Yes, I know what they are. Well, you all know what they are. But I don't like the fact they're going to ruin it. Everyone says it's not released and it's probably just Live Aid stuff. That's why you're getting confused. On the soundtrack, it's going to be the Live Aid 85. That's the only thing they're going to re-release on that soundtrack is that. And that's all you get it for. That's a waste of money. Let's see. Chris Girl says, "I'm sorry to say, but I think the rest of them should retire. I'm fucked to see Adam Lambert any longer." If you tuned in last week to Queensville, I mentioned about Adam Lambert, or Twatface as I call him anyway, and everybody hates him. I even spoke to Jade Tuesday. She still wants to go and see the film, but she hates Adam Lambert a bit. She absolutely hates it. She literally thinks that he is literally cutting it as it is, but he's not. My own point of view is that guy can just piss off. And I've heard rumours going around that the calendar they're bringing out is going to be, I don't know whether it's confirmed yet, it might be that calendar. And no, if I ever get a calendar of that, that's going to the bin. That's what's been floating around, saying the calendar's going to be that one, and it better not be. If it is, straight in the bin. Aquarius Girl says, but I think they should retire. It's time. It's time now. Getting on. I have a feeling the Queen thing is just about money making machine these days. It's kind of Universal's marketing tool. If you all don't know what I'm about, Universal basically backing the album and backing the movie as well. And what they do is Universal gets all this cash together, and they always say project, Queen. They all sign to us, but what can we get out that's going to work out well for us to do it? Universal says, well, the soundtrack album will come out pretty well. We'll market it that way. We'll get it out. And then apparently Universal's got to have their own approval about it, and They really are just idiots. And they just thought, oh, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's just slap it on. But let's not make an actual mess of it. And I was thinking, well, why? Oh, we can't use original tracks. We can't use the Queen music. We can't use the Queen's original tracks. Have to recreate it as you can. Let's tell you this, Brian. You have to go and re-record the songs again and do it again. So that's the thing about Universal, is that it's arseholes. Actually, this was a strange thing. I watched remember the program Challenge Annika that was on BBC? I love that program a lot. Well, I watched it when they revamped it for ITV, because ITV wanted to try and see if it would work on ITV. It failed on ITV. And I had an interview with a guy from Universal in 2003. It was, who was he was the chairman of it at the time. He was the one who ruined the whole music scene anyway. And so they then decided that they would get a new person in. And I think Universal's making a right mess of everything. Just they can't get it right. Can't get it right these days. They just can't. All about how much money is going to be spent on this movie, how much promotion of the movie making, and how many things have they got to do for this as well. No, you wait till it comes out. The soundtrack, it'll be a bomb. It will be a bomb. It will be. Pad says Peter Freestone was a close friend of Freddie Mercury's for a solid 7 years. He was from the very beginning, actually. He was like a caretaker who looked after Freddie's house, the cats, and then he had to leave London, and he had to leave London for tours and recordings. Well, it's kind of it was everywhere really for it. It was everywhere, to be honest. Queensville. She's a pretty young like me. I never saw Queen live like me, but I love videos that are so entertaining. Good. I watch No Sauce Party every Friday, Saturday. Actually, I think the next upload of that's coming tonight, which is good. My favourite calendar in your room image is the one with Freddie holding the crown. This one. That one. That one is 2008 one. It is. This one, apparently that one is the official calendar from the Daily Mirror. Because at the time, Queen Productions couldn't get it out. That is the best one that I love so much. I love that calendar a lot. It's cool. It's cool. Yeah, I'm Kevin David down at the shop, by the way, because she's looking at herself on the screen and she's just going crazy. If I say bangs to her, bangs, bangs, she'll go out the room. But today she's not. She's just being as she is. Anyway. Right. More questions are coming in thick and fast, guys. So thank you very much for this. I will get to them now. And I'm loving it tonight. So today's thing is the Bohemian Rhapsody soundtrack. Do you like it? Do you hate it? To my point of view, I'm getting some bad vibes about this now. Anyway, from it. Bangs, Devin. Let me go and let Devin out. Go there, lie down. Go on, off you go. Yes, bangs, 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 bangs. Here we go. So this is why my kind of funny feelings are coming up. I'm really weird about this now for us. It's really bizarre. To be honest with you, I really actually don't like this packaging on it. I think the packaging sucks. They should have used a better packet. I think, first of all, they should have used a better package of this one. This should not have been used. That one should not have been used. Something better would have been better for it. No, Universal said, no, got to market it very well for us all, making money. Yeah, twat faces. And Richard Grace probably gone furious about this as well, thinking, yeah, the new Queen logo will be nice, but obviously, you know, we have to stand out to the crowd. Universal's marketing tools. Yes, stupid idiots. Right, more questions coming in. God, loads of questions, guys. Plan Mixer says, what are your thoughts on easy listening music test? Do you like it? Easy listening. You're asking something there, aren't you? No. If I'm writing stuff that's relevant to us, like Number 9 or something else as well, like gothic and rock stuff, I love it so much. But my point of view, nah. It makes me go to sleep. I love classical music. Don't get me wrong, classical music is brilliant with heavy rock inside it as well. That's what I like. I like too much. Let's see. I'm lost now for some reason. Ramon Diaz. Thank you for tuning in. He says at Queensville, when I read the press release, I got confused. The Live Aid songs included are the original show or the mixed with some Mark Martell's voice. What? Let me read that again. When I read this press release, I got confused. The Live Aid songs included are the original show, or are they mixed with the track with Mark Martell's voice? You telling me? Let me get this right. You telling me they've used his voice for this? And they've recorded all the songs? That's interesting. But Moses, give me. I'm shocked about this question. Seriously, have I got a funny feeling they've got him to do the vocals on it? If they have, then that might work out great for what they've got. If not, maybe it might be this thing may have been re-recorded with his vocals on it. I don't know about that. That is a hell of a question. And apparently the press release has come out, and apparently people are having mixed feelings about it. I'll have to see the credits of the film at the very end and see if they did use his vocals on it. Or if anybody's got the inner sleeve notes for this, then we might do it. As I say, it's not available on Discogs for me to get it yet. I'll have to wait till I see the official CD release of it coming out. What just gets my gripe is why have they used "The Show Must Go On" as an end credit song for it? Because it shouldn't be used. Because we're all going to leave the cinema and they're going to go, what the hell has this been? What is this piece of crap we've just watched? It will only have to be the fact, when you see it first, judge it for yourselves. My point of view, Queensville's going to have a big rant about this when it comes out. And once it's get to, I tell you what, that's been the best one of the day. That pretty shocked. Very interesting. Very interesting. Gaming Ed says there's a big vinyl market tomorrow in my hometown. I'll go to this market tomorrow. I hope to find some Queen stuff there. Good man. Go there tomorrow. Enjoy yourself. Do it. Aquarius Girl says, what's your personal opinion on Mary Austin? I heard a lot of bad stuff about it. You know, baby, do you know what? Do you know what? The woman they've got for this Mary Austin character doesn't correct. This is what I don't understand about this movie coming out. It's either going to be a great success or a flop. My friend Kris has been bursting to see this for years. I'm really gonna be here and there and everywhere. I don't have an answer for it. For the actress they've got for Mary Austin, I really think it's a bad mistake, because not only have they used the fact that the young artist trying to replicate Miss Austin for her side. does that work well with the movie to be portrayed for that side to be in? If you look back to the picture in the box set, that's there, the Freddie Mercury box set. Look at the picture of the box set. There is a picture of her. Actually, in my in that thing there, which I designed myself, that has actually got a picture of Mary Austin just right there, actually, in the corner of the screen, which is there. Very small thing, but it's got nothing at all. It doesn't even resemble her. So yeah, though she's a proud person, she really doesn't want anything to do with this movie at all. From my point of view, she should have chosen a better actress for it. You should have chosen a better actress for it to be used. That's my point. Planet says, I will only like it when I see the movie myself for me to judge. Do you think you will get the soundtrack when you see the movie? No, I won't get the soundtrack when I see the movie. I will only get it for the 3 tracks. Well, it'll only be 4. But to be honest with you, and play it safe, bear off just downloading downloading it off YouTube and rip it to MP3. That's a better idea, isn't it? And save you money, because this thing's going to be a disaster when it comes out. See, Mama. So that's my things about it. Ramon says, I've heard they have tweaked some recordings with a little bit, with some vocals from Mark. Oh, so yes, so they have recorded stuff with him on the soundtrack. That confirms it then. So why is it they haven't even bothered to use? Why haven't they bothered to use Freddie's vocals on this? Is completely insane. I don't know. I'm really getting worried about the soundtrack now. I really am. I'm getting really pissed off with it now, actually, to be honest. Mark confirmed by Twitter. What was that? Mark confirmed by Twitter. I think he has recorded some vocals for the movie. So also, I'm very hyped about the Smile recordings. I've got the Smile recording. I've got it on the official Ghost for Smile album. The Ghost for Smile album you can buy on Discogs. Dead cheap to buy. I've got the stereo track of it remastered by Tim Staffel, who approved it in Holland. I still have it to this day. I love it. I love the. If you haven't heard the Smile version of Doing Alright, go on YouTube and find it, because it's actually on YouTube. It's honestly, it's a bit slower, but worth it for hearing it. But it's brilliant. Ramon, he says, that's crazy. Because we've got some great people talking today, I tell you. This is better than Tuesday's chat. Jesus Christ. Get everything down. Plan says, I think the show must go on. Last track is an end montage. Is an end montage, end credits part, and it's showing Freddie dying of AIDS, and the rest of the band follow up to Freddie's death. Well, I can't. Well, obviously, I thought it was going to be a continuation from the second part of the movie to do. I don't know. But it's, if I mean, I know they're using. I know they're using one excerpt from Live Aid, which they are going to use anyway, which is Freddie coming out on the stage pod, and I think they're putting that in HD as well, which works out for the best of it as well, which is good. So, but I don't know, that's something of a mystery. What's cool, and I'm right about it, is someone might play David Bowie. There's no need to be afraid. Under pressure. Interesting. Possibly. If it happens. If it does happen. Depends if they can get the right vocals for it, though. Don't know. Gaming It says, an account on Facebook has my videos from Instagram to his Facebook page without any credits on it. Ooh. So does that mean that they are using part? So that, right. So that actually. So this is now interesting. Now this is really interesting. So they've not only have to use the multi tracks, they've gone back in. They've gone back in and recorded the whole lot. Marmotel's doing some additional vocals on it, and obviously now they've got to try and meet minds where it's kind of bizarre. It's stupid. Absolutely stupid. Get in! What are you crying for? Stop it. Get in! Get in! Lie down! Come on now, you're good at doing this in an afternoon. And I want to do me thing then. Now come on now, stop it. Live streams, I tell you. Devon is just crying for nothing. Stupid dog. Right. Get back to the chat now because the chat's going really well. I've got loads more to get through, I'm telling you. It's unbelievable. Right. Let's have a look. Gaming Head says, tells you can have an MP3 rip of my CD too. Which one? Not this. Not this. I've got the Smile CD, of course. I'll go and download. I've got a whole collection, my Queen collection on there, which I could show you next time actually on Queensville, but not today. I've just got a shitload of stuff, mate. I'm telling you. Tim Stafford follows me on Instagram, by the way, as well. All right. So I've got a funny feeling that they've got Tim Stafford's approval to use the Ghost for Smile song, like the Doing Alright song. Hope so. Many of Brian's asked him because it's not technically a Queen song. It's technically a Tim Stafford song anyway. Because he wrote it originally and he had it in his first thing for it. So, you know. Anyway, I know Mr. Bad Guy album is in the movie. Is it? That's the first. But no Face solo tracks will be included in the movie. I don't care. I couldn't care about that. Because my point of view, they're concentrating on the band. It's got nothing to do with this. Not Live Aid, or Pan says, not Live Aid, but the other tours in the movie looks like they're showing one per song in the live other tours. Fuck me. So not only are they mixing it like a fucking concert soundtrack, they're going to make it as a shitty concert soundtrack. This thing was a joke. This is dreadful. Terrible. Let's have a look. Let's see. Word to Mark. The film's singing aspects will feature a mix of Freddie's voice, my voice, and Robbie. Oh fucking hell, man! They got the lead actor to sing on this. Oh, that's definitely a no then. Nah. I would like to hear a solo album by Mark Martel, but my point of view, no. This is too far. So not only have they got him doing the vocals, now Rami's going to try and do his vocals. It'll sound terrible. Why can't he just decide on a better singer to do it? Jessica Soto would have been great to do the songs. Yeah, fair enough, he's got a great voice and he's fucking outstanding, but God blimey, Mark Martell is a great singer, he is. So they have re-recorded all the vocal parts for this soundtrack, and I bet you Brian's produced it as well. I'm just skeptical about it now. I just don't know. I would not rather listen to this at all. I would see it on the film first. But the collectibles, Queen collectibles, are going to just go stupid and they're going to go, this is a waste of time buying this. That's my thought. Ramon's been pretty good tonight, actually. He's been really, really, really good. Some good questions coming, guys. Really good. Thanks for the information. Sounds like a big. Kris says, sounds like a big failure when I'm very honest with all of you. Yeah. That's what I've got a funny feeling about it as well. It's not going to cut it as Freddie Mercury is. It's not going to cut it very fine. It isn't going to do it. This thing will only be shelved for a month. After that, there's delete off the shelves and go, nah, I'm not loving it anymore. You'll never get it again. Nah. Just terrible. Let's see. Gaming Head says, I received the album Back to Light from Brian today, and it's not so bad. It's a compilation album. It's outtakes album. It's a mixed album. I said before, it's just an album that was just done for that. So that album's all right for some tracks. Rolling Over is the best one. Love Token, Resurrection. But some of them tracks were from previous albums anyway. But Battle of the Light's a bit messed up. Like I said before, it's a messed up album. But saying that, just you like it, like it. But I like Another World better. Another World's much more rockier. All original stuff in it. Good stuff. Gaming says, Ramon says, I took this from Twitter, posted a link, a few messages before if you want to see it. Yes, I will. Plant Mixer says, it looks good. The Mr. Bad Guy album Part Tez is in the window, 50% off with Greatest Hits 1. And as the number best album next to it, Rami looks at the window and he has a smoke and looks puzzled. Alright. I mean, Mr. Bad Guy album, people don't play it because it's kind of not very good. Fair enough, I like the outtakes better, but for me it was a bit weird because Mr. Bad Guy was kind of a bit hit and miss. It wasn't like it would have been better if it was a Queen album, but it's everywhere. It's probably the fact is to bring it in because they're trying to think that his career was going to sped off very well. I think Roger's career went really well, and Brian's went a bit sour. Yeah, and I'm talking about the Starfleet project thing. I mean, the Starfleet project thing was a waste of time. You should never have just done that. And that's why people don't like that album anymore. Especially with Kris and Mark. Because Kris was kind of skeptical about it, and he said, no one likes that album as well, because it's just kind of a bit of a one-off thing. Shut up! It's a weird mixed album. Someone says the only thing left to do is add some Gary Mullen on vocals. No. That's a definite no-no. Gary Mullen cannot do it. The reason I'm saying that is because he is nothing like Mark Martell. So no, I don't even agree with that. Come on, Brian, do it. Gary Mullen's vocals is a no. Nah. I have got that CD still. His voice in the day was good. Gary Miller now, he disappeared off the planet. I don't even know. Actually, I think he's retired now, actually, for some reason. Because I think there's no more shows are coming from him as well. But he does good. He does do a good show, but he goes too far though. His vocals don't cut fine though for what it is. I was hoping. Oh, this is a good one. I was hoping Death and Two Legs will be included in the movie with lawyers going to court with the band in the movie. It's strange to see who wants to live forever before Live Aid. Yeah. So maybe we're just going around it, wasn't it? This is the way it was. But saying that, the Larry thing has to happen because basically this comes to the end of Live Aid. But they're not continuing it from that saga. It's bizarre that, I mean, it's just, I've got just got a funny feeling this. I would have thought this would have been a 2-part movie. Because I would have thought, right, Bohemian Rhapsody be the first part, and the second part be The Show Must Go On. But why is it they're not? So have I got a funny feeling they're only making this one movie and after that not making a follow-up? They should. Make a sequel. Devin, when you get out, because you're just roaming around for no reason. Go downstairs and see Mommy. Get out. Get out. Sorry about that. Devin's just being a pain in the ass today. Before we go any further with any of this, any more of these comments, by the way, remember, guys, Queensville is now live for you guys on Tuesdays at 7 PM and 9 PM, 4 PM and 6 PM UK times. I will also put this in the description as well. And you will now have times on this channel every week after I'm live. Because I had people commenting and saying, where's times for you when you're on live? Well, it's there now. Okay? That's on every time. Okay. We're going to take a few more questions and then going to wrap this up in about half an hour. But yeah, Death and Two Legs, it would have been good in the movie, but I don't know. I'm kind of a bit skeptical about it. Kris says, I got the Mr. Bad Guy album from a German Queen friend as my birthday present last year. It's awesome. Mr. Bad Guy's a bit of a hit and miss thing, but saying that for the songs, they're alright. That's what it is. I'm sure this one. I've got some help for review apparently because I'm putting them on, so who cares? She says, fuck, I'm so disappointed now for the movie. I don't want to say it. Disappointed in myself, actually, to be honest, to say it. And then everybody will come back in Queensville and after the movie's out and they'll go, well, what was your reaction with it? Please be genuine. Right, let's see. Ramon's going to go now. He says, gotta go, mate. But thanks for this afternoon. No problem. My first tuning in your live transmission. It was nice talking to you guys. Have a good weekend, everybody. Love from Spain. See you next time. Tuesday we'll be back. Tuesday afternoon. Tuesday night we'll be back. We'll be joining next time for sure. Good stuff. Yeah. Let's see. Kris says it's so bullshit. Just cutting things together and sell it to a movie for a lot of money. That's what I mean. Exporting this movie, it's just cashing in on Universal's making money. You know, it probably cost them like, the budget was, how much was the budget for the film? 50 million, I think, from Regency Pictures, and then it was getting it from 20th Century Fox. But without any involvement with Queen, no Queen Productions on it. And there's all the catalogue to them. Weird. It'll be out in the cinemas soon, but it's only playing in certain cinemas for 2 weeks, and after that, London, big ceremony in London. They're gonna have dinner and a crap going on. Yeah, Mark's actually going. I think Mark was going to the premiere in London to see it. He wants to go because apparently he wants to go and see Brian and Roger as to get his hands on the movie and everything else and all that nonsense. Yeah, no, I can't afford to go to London. It's expensive now. Jesus. Planet Mixer says, I'm lucky to see the movie in November. No, it's in October. November it's in America. October. I'm more than happy to see it. we're less than 10 people in the cinema, but we'll be wearing my Queen jacket. I'm going with 15 people, maybe more actually. But we're going out as a group as well, up to City World, up the road here. Me and Jade's definitely going to go and see it, but I've got bad vibes about it now. Roger Taylor's been asked to do a cameo in the movie as a drum solo. Has he? Well, that's not too bad. That's one plus thing. You know, I mean, you all know that Brian and Roger are involved anyway. They produced the movie themselves because they want it their own way. Because they said, "This is what we want to do with the movie, and I want this to be as it is." But weird how Robert De Niro's producing it as well, but he's got no input into it. Nah, he invested in it. He put money towards it because you all know the story. Apparently, Regency Pictures. Robert De Niro's got a partnership with Regency Pictures in America. Arnold Culpinson. Is it Arnold Culpinson or someone? I think did that. He did that movie, copycat movie. Well, he basically financed it with Robert De Niro, I think, but Robert De Niro's put money towards it as well. So he's put like probably $25,000 or something dollars to it anyway, just to pay for something. Probably I'll watch the, but I think he failed to do it in the movie. Yeah, it is. Probably I'll watch the movie with my father. I'll watch the movie with Jade and Kris and Jojo. Because we're actually going to find Jojo down. She wants to come down and watch the movie with us. She's a Queen fan as well, actually. And it's her birthday today. I was happy to see the movie pushed backwards from October then rather than Christmas time. Yes. Yeah, because they don't want to clash it with the London release and also with the London release and also with the other one. What was the other one? The American release as well. Because Brian Rogers got to go to America as well, and they've got to go and promote it in America over there, with Robert De Niro being there as well. And Robert De Niro's going to be furious when it comes out. He's going to think, "What the hell have you guys done? You've wasted my money on all this stuff you've done for it." But seeing the pictures from Brian, he was more he liked being on behind the scenes. Recreating that stage was on the airfield was worth it. And put fucking CGI in it. Why put That's something I don't like about it so far. Having to recreate the stage, not actual live fans in there, but actually doing it from multiple 3 times in CGI on computers with the stage there, and they're all just going to go like that, and they're all just not even going to be in sync with the movie to reuse for it. So that's, isn't it? I hate CGI. Fucking hate the thing. That's what's put me off this movie. Is just using that CGI sequence. This movie is just going to be a flop. Anyway, my friends would rather go to school than watching this movie with me. Totally agree. In the Happy Birthday test, did you see the part where Freddie did get his trademark with the pole stand, with him holding the mic? I love that little shot. It was when Queen's first performance in the movie. Yeah. The only reason they're doing that is just because basically they want to make sure that EMI can get their own little favour for it. Because, but wherever you live in the UK, go and see it. Go with a group of friends. If they're diehard Queen fans, or if they're young generation, they know what Queen is about. Old generation, you know what's going to happen. We're all going to have our own opinion, and we're all going to be mixed about it. Just a quick little mention, guys. Jade does watch Queensville, by the way, and she was very happy with all the comments we received on Tuesday, and she loved it. And she just wants to say a big thank you to everybody liking her videos on YouTube, and she loves it so much. So thank you so much for the great positive responses we've had from her videos. And she does watch Queensville, but not on the live one, but when she can. So yes. And I only got 2 weeks with her left before she leaves. Well, she's not leaving really, but she's got to go back to university. Because uni's coming up soon, and she's not looking forward to a bit, to be honest. I keep saying to her, university going? Oh, don't talk about the university. Don't want to do that. I don't want to go back. Anyway. What are your thoughts on the actor itself? Do you think he's trying his best? I think the acting is spot on. The act, oh, come on. When I first watched the trailer reaction, which has become my favourite video ever on Queensville, I'm really I'm feeling kind of, oh, who's playing, oh, I mean, the Rami. It looks like Mick Jagger on stage. Doesn't look like him. Nothing like the original. But if he's playing a good part in this role, well, I will praise him for what he does. But I'll probably not like the fact that they're just replicating the soundtrack. So my point is, I would have to say that his stage presence is just weird. It's weird. I do think that of all the stuff going on with Queen now, I think it's time to finish that stupid Adam Lambert now. The time it was gone in the bin. I think you should just give it up. Terrible. Just like the 70s tours, looks a little watered down. Recreating the 70s thing is fuck knows why they've done that for. Gaming Heads, which Queen item do you want to buy next? Good question. Oh. Well, it's very weird. I have been on Discogs this week, and I have looked at a few items I do want to get. I do want to get Box of Tricks with a pin. And in fact, Discogs was selling it online for £55, which is good. That was brand new with the videotape, with the Live at the Rainbow VHS. But Live at the Rainbow, the best one I would like to have is the Complete Works set, the Complete Works box set, the original remastered Mac versions of the albums. I would love to have that. But I'd like to get, I think the next one I'd like to buy would be, because Mark's already got it, it's a Rainbow set. The Rainbow set is what I really would like to get. But News of the World is definitely the one I would like to have in this room. Yes, definitely will have to be News of the World. Right, have we got any more questions? Because I'm about to leave this stream in 15 minutes. I only have 2 hours, guys, to spare. I know, guys, it's been good. No, but yeah, I would like to get a few things like that anyway. Pad says, I liked the little U2 story where Freddie says to Bono, we decided as a band we could do it like arms over Bono against the world. And when Freddie leaves and Bono says, oh yeah, he cramps, and the drummer says, yeah, they called it Queen. I have to say something really, really good about that. I am not a fan of U2. I'm not a fan of U2. But I love the guitarist in that band. The, what's his name? Guitarist. The Edge. Fabulous guitarist. I actually saw some of the outtakes from. If you've seen a film called Let It Be Rock, Let It Be Loud. It's called Let It Be Loud. With The Edge and Jimmy Page and with Jack White. Hell of a documentary you get. Well worth it. That's another film we should watch, guys, as well. Let It Be Loud. Bloody fantastic film. Jimmy Page co-produced the film as well. And they did a version of Kashmir. The beginnings of Kashmir, how it began, and all of the crews there and everything else. Only three of them sitting in there together as a combo. Really, really good. It was very good, actually. But like that sort of thing, that's a hell of a one to watch. The Rainbow Vinyl set, it is the Rainbow Vinyl set. The Rainbow Vinyl set, or the other with a lot of stuff. The the deluxe one. Oh, deluxe one, definitely, yeah. That's well worth it. Is Devon now going to come in and sit down and relax? Come on. Come on. In and lie down. Lie down. Come on, lie down. Lie down. Good job. Yeah, the original Rainbow box set is worth it for that anyway. It's worth it for. It's worth anyway from this. Right, a few more questions. You're still online. I am still online. I'm here till the end. No, it's been a thing on it. I just want to quickly say this stream today has been brilliant. Thank you very much to everybody who's giving questions in. We're not finished yet. We're going on for a few more minutes because I have to take somebody out before tea. That's why I was on early today. So yeah, that's why it's live in a minute. Right? Let's see. Do you think Freddie's sister and his nephew will be well looked after with music royals for life? I know his mum was. Yes. This is off the side of the movie now. We're talking about real life and stuff now. Has anybody seen that new cut that apparently Freddie's sister Kashmir was interviewed for the BBC for Mr. Bad Guy, for the re-release of Mr. Bad Guy? I didn't know she had a rare copy of it in her possession, which is Freddie's original copy from Holland. I didn't know that. It was interesting. Pat says, I'll be off shortly, Tez. I'll be ordering best fish and chips. Yes. I'm having curry tonight, actually. Nice chicken Korean chips over there tonight, over my curry, my gourmet fast foods tonight. Can't wait to do that. I will be, he's, the royalties that, the other thing is, about the soundtrack is, yes, they'll get royalties for it. A lot of royalties for it, actually. If this soundtrack becomes hit and miss, well, it's up to you guys really for it. But I don't want to see anybody reacting to the frigging soundtrack. If nobody does that, that's definitely a no at all for that. But cool. It was good test today. I really enjoyed the chat. Oh, honestly, today's been brilliant. It will only be talking about normal stuff like things like this, but this had to be set today about the soundtrack side of it. The soundtrack doesn't come out until Monday. So unless somebody says that you've got pre-release orders something out for it now, and it's still there, so it's fine. I've got the Super Deluxe box set edition for £33, still sealed. Good price, man. Good price. Yeah, that rainbow set is incredible. That was the best one I wanted for my birthday. If I can try, I'll see if my mum can get me it. Because in fact, it's dead cheap to buy online anyway now, so it's dead cheap these days. Planet Mixer says, talk soon. Gotta go. See you later. Bye. Cheers to Planet Mixer. Great guy. Great guy. You guys have been smashing today. Thank you very much, Steve, for all the questions we've had today. You guys have been mixed reactions about this soundtrack coming out. I'm kind of a mixed reactions myself, to be honest with you. One thing I will definitely say is, guys, out of all the things talked about this Bohemian Rhapsody track, this thing now, my final word is go and see the film, and in 2 weeks' time, well, when a fortnight or so, well, 4 weeks' time, I'll be back either on a Tuesday or a Saturday and we can have all your reactions to this movie, because I want to know if anybody's got any other questions about what's going to be the worst thing, what was the best thing, what was the thing about it, what was the, why did you get a bad vibe from it and stuff, you know. Them sort of things we'll have to talk about on the next Queensville, because that is the end of this Queensville today. Big thank you very much to everybody this week coming on board. Thanks to everybody, all subscribers, that you guys have been brilliant. Special thanks going out also to James Rundle this year, who got his 11,000 subscribers. Did a really good job. Thanks very much to Jade about this week, by the way. It's been really fantastic. We've got more content coming out next week, guys, on the Queensville. But next week, on Tuesday at 7 PM, we will be discussing about, not this, but the re-release of the box set, which is Freddie Mercury's box set is to be re-released. It is. And I'm going to talk about that next week, because I don't want to spoil it for you guys until next Tuesday. That's going to be something very interesting to talk about, because I know exactly what they're doing in it. And you guys are going to be really pissed off when you're going to hear about it as well. And that's next week. Don't worry, guys, you can email us at supertez@live.co.uk. Send me all your Queen stuff in this week. Discussion page. If you want to leave any questions in for the discussion page for next week, you can. If you want to also follow me on Facebook, it's Queensville. And if you want to add me also onto ST Entertainment Limited, which is a little business I've just started this year, please do go and add yourselves on there. Apart from that, guys, I am now going off to have my tea, and I'm going to watch Noah's House Party tonight. I always do it on the Saturday because I love that show. To you guys up there, thank you very much for tuning in today. It's been a great, great stream. Thank you so much for all the questions we've had in. I think people are kind of going mixed reactions about this now. We'll wait and see. Anyway, I'll leave you with goodbye to Devon, because she's not going to be with us anymore. She's leaving soon. Yes, she's going home in a couple of weeks, and it's going to be pretty sad times. But obviously, Devon is going to be there as well. Oh, my camera's gone off. That was a bit weird. I was meant to delete this thing, but anyway. Well, I'm in the dark now, so I might as well just say that this has been Queensville. We're live every Tuesday at 7 PM till 9 PM. And I'll see you guys back here next week for another Queensville. Until then, have a great weekend, and I'll catch you guys on Tuesday. Until then, goodbye.